Oh, there we go. It caught up with us. There we go. What are we doing today? We are desoldering the frog, lubing some switches, kissing some gators. You know, the usual. The usual. One gator kiss coming right up. Mwah. Mwah. Can I desolder with wick? Why would you ever want to desolder with wick? But sure. What was that? That was the solder that was meant to be ejected from it didn't get ejected, so it got stuck to the pad. It happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Let's get a little beer in us. All right. Let me turn off the autofocus on my overhead. All right, there we go. God, I wish I just had like one button for like AF off. All right, can I? Why does PCB have extra pin slot? Because it's ALPS compatible. Come on, Juan, you should know this. It's ALPS. It's ALPS, bro. ALPS so lit. Do I use leaded solder? Yes, I use leaded solder exclusively, and so should you. Lead-free solder is literally impossible to use. It will only bring you pain. If you live in a country where it's difficult to get it, find a way to get it. When desoldering, I often struggle with solder getting in between the switch housing and the PCB. Is there anything you're doing wrong? You're heating it too high and for too long. And normally some is going to drip down anyway. You just want a good sucker that can suck very good. Like this. So you could be overheating, you could be overexposing them to heat. Like in terms of duration, and you could just have a really bad sucker. Okay, we need to clean this. Simon, you have no H. There's no words you can say. There are no words that you can say. Like you say all the words, but I read them and it just says, "Hello, I am a cursed man. Please ask me about my curse." Do I reuse the solder? I suck. No, I throw it away. Goes in the box. The box of garbage. There's some stock springs in there. SS02 is a premium sucker. It's okay. The issue is it just like slips out of your hand like a freaking slippery weasel. And also its sucking cavity is rather small when compared to my big black sucker. I ate all the things that were in the box. Don't worry about it. It was delicious. What is a good non-slippery sucker? You're looking at it. This is the Hako SPPON 20G. If you want a link to it, do blacksimon.tv/bigblack. One word. It is fantastic, but it is very large. Do we have a Taobao? I don't think so. That is the most sus link, yep. It sure is. I have some even more sus links. Are you sure it's not gay porn? I mean, if it's gay porn, that's fine, dude. So in terms of the size of the suck cavity, this has like this much more space. but also it's significantly thicker. I'm sorry, I'm on manual focus, but this is a lot thicker than this. So there's a lot more sucking area on the inside of this than on this. Where's the link? I literally told you the link, dude. blacksimon.tv/bigblack. Silicon tip is very useful. It's very useful until it's not. It stops being useful the minute at which it deforms even somewhat, because then when you're trying to eject the solder out of it, it'll get caught on it, and then you have to do a two-handed action instead of a one-handed action. Somebody already redeemed the dance, by the way, so you're not going to be able to get one. All right, let us get in there, baby. It's okay, you can redeem it next stream. Link is legit. All my links are legit, bro. Frog TKL review when? Well, we're working on it. We're gonna desolder it, rebuild it with, we're gonna lube the switches, rebuild it with lubed switches, then I'm gonna use it for like a week, and then a review will come out. A full in-depth review. As is Simon tradition, it's gonna be like 8 hours long. That PCB is cursed as fuck? Bro, this PCB is the most blessed PCB you've ever seen. Dude, if you struggle at soldering or desoldering, I actually have a really good guide on YouTube. It's very, very helpful to the people that watch it. I mean, you can pretty much learn just by watching, but I have a guide there where like I discuss the type of solder you should be using, the type of sucker you should be using, how much money is like a fair amount of money to spend on a soldering setup, all that good stuff. Exclamation YouTube, by the way. Like, my experience with lead-free solder has been like my experience with torture. Oh yeah, 6337 is great, as is 6040. They're pretty much all the same. If you're just doing keyboard switches, they're literally the same. What determines how deep a keyboard sound if the plate and switches are the same? Exclamation science. There's a big spreadsheet that explains every part of the keyboard and why it sounds the way it does and how it affects the sound. Because you just asked a question that would take hours to explain. So exclamation science, and you can check how each part.
I fucking love knobs.
Sour, hey, thank you for the 3 months. You strange man. And or wagon. And or doggo. Oh, you don't have to apologize. It's just that's the resource. I'm just explaining that like there's no like short answer, but there is a long answer. Yeah, Binder, do exclamation cock. Do it. Holy shit! I think that actually was a PP hair. It was the right amount of frizzy. I dropped some. It's fine. Like it's not plugged in. We're gonna clean it when we're done. And by clean it, I mean just like bang it on the table until all the stuff falls off. Yeah, it's not super important.